or food intolerances. The digestive system being a major cause of excessive exposure to cortisol when the digestive system breaks down. All of which is to say, health is not medical. Health is biochemical. If you want to be healthy, follow the biochemistry. If you want somebody to help you with your health, go to a biochemist, not a doctor. That's one of the most important ideas that when it comes to health and understanding why we're not as healthy as we should be, despite the fact that we have all of these doctors, more doctors per capita than any other culture in the history of the planet. It's because of our reliance on medicine, not biochemistry. Now, when you understand the history of it, this kind of makes sense because medicine's been around a lot longer than biochemistry. Medicine's been around since ancient Sumeria, 12,000 years ago. First doctors were the same people who gave us the first writing, the first laws, the first irrigation, the first farming, the Sumerians. And that's the story right there, who the Sumerians were. Anyway, the first doctors were Sumerian 12,000 years ago. They didn't know about biochemistry. They knew about superstition. They knew about the gods. And really, medicine hasn't changed much. Medicine is still about intervening in the body, mediating in the body, mediating, being a middleman, insinuating itself into the body. Biochemistry is about honoring the body. Biochemistry is about working with the body. Biochemistry is about understanding the roots and the causes of breakdown at the biochemical level. Where you see the problem is medical. Where the problem begins is biochemical. If you want to take care of the problem, you want to take care of it at the biochemical level, not the medical level. Go to a biochemist. Study biochemistry. I got people who are, after I do my talk, I've got a lot of young people mostly, and they'll say, oh, I want to study this kind of stuff. What can I learn? I want to help people. I want to know about this. I want to learn about health. Well, don't go to medical school. Don't go to naturopathy school. Naturopaths obviously are a little better off and have a little more understanding of the body than doctors do, perhaps, but at the causal level anyway. But if you want to get into the health business, if you're a young person, you want to get into the health business, study biochemistry. Not only will you really understand what's going on in the body, but you're going to find religion. There's no way to explain the biochemical phenomena that occurs in the body to turn us into who we are from a health level, from a psychological level, from a physical level, without understanding biochemistry. And if you understand how amazing human beings are in terms of the cellular nature and how everything is put together and how the body works, if you're blown away by that, you're going to be really blown away by biochemistry. And it isn't that difficult, ironically. Everybody's all intimidated by chemistry and biochemistry. It's not that difficult. Remember, chemistry is all about changing shapes. It's intricate. It's tightly regulated, and there's lots of working parts to it. But the foundation of it is just things change in shape. And if you can understand Tinker Toys, you can understand biochemistry, or you can understand all chemistry. All right, 844-236-6010 is our number. You're listening to The Bright Side. Let's go to Donna in Washington and say good morning. What's up, Donna?
Hi, I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. It came on suddenly. I have been working with a naturopath, but nothing seems to be hitting it.
You're not doing it. You should be noticing results almost instantly if you do it right, and certainly within a couple weeks. You should. Rheumatoid arthritis is an immune problem, right? You probably know about the basics, but just for the listeners, rheumatoid arthritis is an immune problem, correct?
Yeah.
Well, don't agree with me. Just I want you to work with me. Does that make sense? It's an immune problem. Have you heard that?
Okay. Yes.
No, I want you to say okay. I want this to make sense to you, Donna. Does it make sense? Like that it's an immune problem? Because I'm gonna take you down a path. I want to make sure that
okay.
We're on. Okay. So it's an immune problem, correct?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Do you understand that? Got to understand each step here. Okay. So it's an immune problem. The immune system is your defense system, correct?
Yes.
It's like the defense department of a country. That's what the immune system is. So you have a defense problem, right? You got to say yes after this because I'm taking you somewhere here. Okay, you have a defense problem, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so if you have rheumatoid arthritis is an immune problem, it's a defense problem. If you want to eliminate the defense problem, what do you think the one thing you want to ask yourself is? You have a defense problem, so what do you need to know?
How do I get rid of it?
Well, basically, but really it's what's the offending agent, right? Where's the offense coming from? If you have a defensive problem, where's the offense coming from? I'm not teasing you here. I want to work with you so you understand each step, not just for you, but for all our listeners. So you have a defense problem, right? Rheumatoid arthritis is a defense problem, immune problem, defense problem. If you have a defense problem you want to eliminate it, all you got to ask is what's the offending agent? And I'm going to tell you what it is here in a moment, okay? But I want you to understand this step-by-step process. So it'll make sense to you, and then you could teach your naturopath. So you won't have to work on your rheumatoid arthritis. You can eliminate it. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. 844-236-6010 is our number. You're listening to The Bright Side. We will return right after this. All right, we're back on The Bright Side. Pharmacist Ben here, 844-236-6010 is our number. We got lines open for you. We are talking to Donna in Washington about RA, rheumatoid arthritis. Donna, you there?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to walk you through this and we'll give you a solution. But I want it to make sense to you because you're going to doctor yourself here. You're going to take care of yourself. Or you can teach your doctor or your naturopath about what's going on. You shouldn't have to work on rheumatoid arthritis, okay? There's no working on it. It goes away when you figure it out. So anyway, it's an immune problem. They call it autoimmune, but it's an immune problem, defensive problem. When you have a defensive response, you got an offending agent. If you want to eliminate the defensive response, you figure out the offending agent. It's as simple as that, really. By the way, rheuma means flow in Latin. It means, in terms of the body, it refers to the blood. Rheumatoid tells you it's in the blood, right? So that's a clue for you right there. Something is getting in the blood that's initiating a defensive response. An offending agent is getting into the blood that's initiating a defensive response. Are you with me still, Donna? It's not, this is, okay, good. All right, so something's getting into the blood that's initiating a defensive response. Question then is, how do things get into the blood? Well, you're not shooting them up through your skin, right? You're not shooting up crack in the back alley, correct? Okay,
right.
Soon. Okay, good. All right. So what's the major way things getting into the blood? Through food. Period. End of story. Through food. Now, it could also have to do with a broken down digestive system, and it probably does have to do with a broken down digestive system at this point, but that is your locus of power, is the intestine. Are you with me?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And you can prove this to yourself by not eating for a couple of days, if you can do it. If you want to, do a little experiment, and I encourage everybody to experiment. Trust
I went on a water fast.
For how long?
6 days.
What'd you notice?
Well, my joints felt better.
Well, you're on the right track. Now, you're not going to be completely reversed in 6 days, but you can see where you're on the right track. There's no drug that could have done that. There's no drug that could have done what you did in 6 days on a water fast. Okay? Now, you're going to have to start building up the gut, but you see what I'm saying, right? There's logic to this. This isn't just me, Mr. Food Guy, saying, oh, you should fast, you should watch what you eat. I'm not Mr. Food Guy. I'm a biochemist. I'm Biochemistry Ben. Okay? I'm giving you the biochemistry here. So it's logical. Of course you're going to feel better. Everybody will feel better if they have an immune problem when they stop eating, because unless you're sticking it in through the skin, it's coming in through your digestive system. Now, you also want to start to patch up the gut. Probiotics